So guys, can you confirm your screen visible?
Yeah, Prithvi.
Okay. So let us continue our session on this AMP script as well as this content builder. So as we have discussed in the earlier sessions, in content builder, the main use case is we are going to create content emails. So the main use case of this content builder is creation of the content. So first, what is this AMP script? So basically, this AMP script is the proprietary coding language of Marketing Cloud. So a part of this Marketing Cloud, we are not going to use this AMP script anywhere. And we are going to use this AMP script to create personalized content in our Marketing Cloud. So let us suppose we are going to send an email to a particular subscriber. So personalization is nothing but we are going to show their first name, last name, and as per the attribute values in their data extension, we are going to show different content to the subscribers. So let me show you how it is done in the real time. So first, I'm going to data extension. So I'm going to navigate to data extensions from the audience builder. In the audience builder, you can see this contact builder. Here you can see these data extensions. So first here I'm going to see what is my target data extension to the campaign.
Contact builder is nothing but data extensions, Prithvi. No, right?
Contact builder is nothing but it is a place we are going to manage data. So here inside the contact builder, we have data extensions present.
Okay.
So it is like an studio in the Marketing Cloud where the entire data is managed. And here we can see this option, and we can also find this data extensions in this contact builder. So for our campaign, let me create a data extension, or let me see an email. Okay, I can see this data extension has 6 records. So let me use this data extension. And I'm going to delete this record. I don't see any much information for this particular record. So for this particular data extension, you can see total entirely 5 records. So let us suppose for our target campaign, we are going to use this data extension as target, and all the subscribers present in this data extension are going to get the records. Now, as per the requirement, I want to create a personalized content for all the subscribers present in this data extension. So let me add names to the subscribers present in this DE. So here the subscriber name is Anjali. So I'm going to name it as Anjali. So let me add some names here. So let us use this data extension as our target data extension. Now, here I'm going to here I'm going to create a email right now. So under this folder called Prithvi_practice, here I'm going to create a subfolder, AMP script basics. So guys, while you are going to practice, you can refer to the email present in this particular folder. So under Prithvi_practice, I'm going to create a subfolder called AMP script basics. So let me create our first email with the help of AMP script. So to create a template, here I'm going to click on this create button, and here I'm going to click on this email message, and here I'm going to select this option called template plus AMP script. Here I'm going to select a blank layout, a blank page. Click on select. Name your email. So I'm going to name my email as AMP script basics _1. So this is our first session in AMP script. I'm going to name it as AMP script basics 1. So to create an email, first I'm going to use a code snippet to write my AMP script. So basically this code snippet is one of the content block where we are going to write our code to display the personalized content. So I have dragged and dropped this code snippet into the UI of the email template. So the first step. So the first step of writing AMP script in your email template is percentage, open the bracket and close the bracket. So basically we are going to write AMP script in between these two parentheses. Now, this is the parenthesis where we are going to write the AMP script. Now, in the next step, you need to declare the variables on the top of the AMP script, which you are going to print in the email. So now client came to me and client is asking me to that in the email, show, write the name of the each and every subscriber and mention this is your gender and also mention their country. This is your target data extension. So in your target data extension, you will get the name of the subscriber, the gender, the country of the subscriber. So as per the requirement given by the client, you need to declare the variables on the top of the AMP script. Now in the email, I want to show the name of the subscriber, gender and country. So I am going to declare the variables. The thing is, the name of the variables can be anything. You can write the name of the variables in your own. So to display the name of the subscriber, I'm going to declare a variable called name. And to display the country of the subscriber, I'm going to write a variable called CNTRY. And to display the gender, I'm going to write a variable called GNDR. Now, the second step, we have declared the variables which we want to print in the email. Now the third step is, for these variables, you need to assign the values. So now the variables we have declared. Now these all are the values, right, that we are going to print on the email. Anjali, Prithvi, Kavya, Prajvit, Prashant. So these all are the values. And these all are the attributes. So here you can see subscriber key, if name, gender, country, all these headings, we call them as the attributes. So if you come to the properties, you can see attributes. So these all are the attributes. And the values which are present below it are the values of those attributes. So we need to assign values of the attributes to these variables right now. Now set at the rate. Here this is the syntax I'm going to write. Here we are going to set a variable right now. So the first variable we are going to set is the name. So copy the name here. Set at the rate variable name equal to. Here we are going to write an AMP script function called attribute value. Attribute value. And inside this variable called name, we are storing the value of an attribute called if name. So because all the names of the subscribers are present in this if name attribute, right, in data extension. So copy the name of the attribute from your data extension and write it out here. So as we have already discussed, the name of the variable can be anything, but the name of the attribute should be the exact name which is present in the data extension. So inside a variable called name, we are going to store the values, all the values of an attribute called if name. Now, the next thing we are going to do is set at the rate variable called CNTRY. In a variable called country, we are going to store the values of an attribute called. So here see where is the country attribute present. So this is the country. Come to properties, copy the exact name. Paste it down here. And same for the gender. So can anyone explain the syntax for gender here?
Set at GNDR equals to attribute value on the respective attribute name.
So you can see the gender exactly. So the name of the variable can be anything. Then another thing is The name of the variable can be same as the attribute name. That is not going to create a problem. Name of the variable can be same as the attribute name or else different. In our case here we have given different name for the attribute or attribute and variable. But if you want to keep the name same name also, you can keep the same name. And as per the syntax, here you need to write the name of the variable, and after and inside this function called attribute value, you need to give the exact name of the attribute from the data extension. So here we have declared all the variables here. Now I am going to print the values for these variables. So always, if you want to print the values of the variables, you need to print only outside the AMP script, not inside the AMP script. We should not print. So outside the AMP script means outside this parenthesis, open and close square brackets. So here I'm going to write hi. Now, in while you are going to work on this Java, you are going to write an code called printf or system.out.print to print anything. And while you are working on this, what is a C language, you are going to write a code called uh, printf scanf system.out.print. So in different coding language, you are going to use different syntaxes, right, to print the variables. So in the AMP script, there is a syntax called percentile equal to v at the rate name of the variable. Here you need to write the name of the variable, not the name of the attribute, equal to percentage. So here outside the what do you say, outside the AMP script, here I've printed the name, comma, here I'm giving a couple of breaks so the text is coming to the next line. And I also want to print the country. Here I'm going to write, thank you for listening from.
Prithvi, I have a doubt. So in this code snippet component, so like see this BR tag is an HTML, but apart from that, there is AMP script code, right?
Yes.
So like can we include like other language also? For example, on a scenario, like if we need like any JavaScript or anything. Like,
No. Here you can only write the SSJS. You can write like server-side JavaScript, or you can
okay,
write HTML or CSS or AMP script. So these are supported.
okay,
If you want to write JavaScript, there is another option called Cloud Pages. In the Cloud Pages, we can execute the JavaScript.
okay.
Yeah. So can anyone help me how to print the country here? So to print the country value here, you need to give the variable name of the country. Next, give the couple of breaks. And here I'm going to print the gender. Copy the variable name of the gender and give the subject line. Now, here I've created my email with the personalization code. Now here I'm going to preview the email right now. So click on done editing, click on preview and test. And while you are going to preview the email, you need to preview with your target data extension. So my target data extension is dynamic_email. So here I need to select my target DE. So click on the folder symbol present here. After clicking on the folder symbol, come to data extensions. Search for your data extension. My data extension is the dynamic email. So here I have found it. So these all are the records present in your target data extension. So here first I'm going to preview with my first record. So in your target DE, you can see totally 5 records present. And all those 5 records you can see here. So let me preview with my first record. Click on select. So here you can see the name of the subscriber is Anjali. You can say, hi Anjali. Thank you for registering from India. Your gender equal to female. So here you can see the name of the, here you can see the first name, here you can see the gender, and you can see the country. And here the email is going to show you the content as per the records present for a particular subscriber in the data acquisition. So it is going to show you the personalized content for that particular subscriber. Now here I'm going to change the record. So you can see the data has changed. Hi Prithvi, thank you for registering from UK. Gender equal to male. So you can see here, as per the values present in your data extension, it is going to show you the different content. So here I'm going to change the records, and for each and every record, it is going to show the personalized content. So you can see the data is changing. So guys, any queries in this code?
No, Prithvi.
So this is the, so right now I have just explained the syntax and the basics of the AMP script. So let us deep dive into it. Before deep diving into AMP script, I want to explain you a concept called dynamic email inside the marketing cloud. So what is this dynamic email? Let us suppose you want to create an email for your subscribers, and in your data extensions, if you come to your data extension, you have totally 5 records, and all the records present in the data extension has different countries. So you can see this is your target database, and for all the subscribers present in his data extension has the country values different. So you can see some subscribers with country equal to India, UK, again India, US, and Canada. So now client came to you. Client came to you, and client is going to ask you that rather than creating different emails for the different uh, subscribers, so just create an one email and make it dynamic. And as per the values of present in the data acquisition for that particular attribute, uh, display or render different content for different values, like render some different content for subscribers in India, for the Indian subscribers, render some different content for the US subscribers, render something for UK, and for Canada. But client don't wants multiple emails to be created. He just simply wants to create a one email, and from that one email you want to render different content for the different subscribers. So how it is possible? So in this email itself, let us create an dynamic content. So first let me save this. I'm going to save it. No, this is our email, and the client wants that after this part, he want to show some matter, and he want to wish to the people present in different countries, and he want to show some different content for the different country subscribers. So first, let us create. So in our data extension, we can see there are totally 4 country subscribers: India, UK, US, and Canada. So let us content 4 different content blocks for the 4 country subscribers. Then let us add those content blocks in single email, and let us render different content for the different country subscribers. So let us start with Indian audience. So click on create, click on content block. So let us use this content block called text. So here I'm going to write a text call. So this content I want to render to the Indian subscriber. So Happy New Year, India. This is what I'm writing. I'm going to name it as India. Let me duplicate it. Let us create for USA. Click on save and edit. as we have duplicated the Indian content block, let us update this India to USA. So your USA content block is ready. And let us do the same for the UK and Canada. Duplicate any one of the content block, change the name, click on, don't directly click on save, click on save and edit so that we can change the country here in the text. Click on drop down and click on save and exit. And the last content block for the UK subscribers. Happy New Year UK. Now client came to us, and what client is saying, client want to show different content to render different content to different country subscribers, right? And he don't want to create separate emails. Just in the one email itself, he want to show some different contents. So if it is the case, there is an option in the marketing cloud called dynamic email content block. With the help of this dynamic email content block, we can render different content blocks in a template by writing conditions. So let me show it how it works. So here I'm going to open the same template called AmpScript Basics 1. This is the email which we have created right now. So here I'm going to drag and drop this dynamic content block into the dashboard of the template or UI of the template. So let me add this content block below this code snippet. Let me ignore this what is it, default content. Default content block is nothing but if none of the rules which we have created matches, this content block is going to show. Right now, let me create different rules for different country subscribers. So let me create rule 1, click on place, click on data extensions, click on OK. Select your target data extension here. My target data extension is dynamic underscore email. Click on OK. So here you can see all the attributes present in your target data extension. So now we are going to create the now we have created the content on the basis of this attribute called country rate. So drag and drop the country attribute into the dashboard of the template. So if country is equal to, it is case sensitive, so you need to give the exact name from the data extension. So if country equal to India, here you need to select the content which you want to render when this condition is satisfied. So if country is equal to India, so this is the folder which we have created, right? So this is the content block we have created. Select this, save this. This is the rule 1 we have created. Now create the rule 2. Drag and drop country. It is case sensitive, so copy the exact name from the DE. Now select the content which you want to render. So you have selected this content block called UK. Click on save. Same for rule 3 and rule 4. Country equal to India is already done. So skip it. Next, country equal to USA. Select the content block you want to render. And the last one for the Canada. Country equal to Canada. Select the Canadian content block which you want to render. So in this way, we have created what is it? Rules for each and every content block. So if the rule country is equal to matches, then it's going to show this particular content block called India. And if this rule country is equal to UK comes up, then it is going to render this content block, and it is going to happen for the remaining content blocks also. So let me click on done editing. Let me click on preview and test. So here you can see this particular subscriber is from Canada. So it is going to show this text called Happy New Year Canada. So you can see the country USA. So it is going to show this particular content block at the bottom. Let me change the record. The country equal to India. It is going to render this particular content block. Same for the UK. It is going to show the Happy New Year UK. And same for the India. So guys, any queries in this dynamic content block?
In the dynamic content block also, like, can we pull the code snippet?
Yeah, you can
For
pull that.
example, okay.
So basically, right now we have created this code snippet inside the template. So we haven't saved it. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's why it is not, you cannot see that. But we have created this text content block outside the template and we have saved it, right?
Yes.
So we are able to see it inside the content, and we have dragged and drop into this dynamic content block. And as per the rules, you want to select the content block which you want to render. And
Okay.
this content block is applicable for the subject line and the pre-header also, not only for this what is it, this content. You can also,
Mm-hmm.
it is applicable for the subject line also. So if you can see there is a thunder symbol, right? Click
Mm-hmm.
on this thunder symbol, and here you can create the rules, like
Uh-huh.
create rule 1 for the subject line and pre-header also. You can create the rules in the same style. So select your target data extension, which is dynamic email. So here I'm going to create rule for only one or two countries to save our time. So let me create rule 1, if country equal to India. Like welcome to India. Write the subject line you want to render. Click on done. Click on save. Your rule 1 is ready. Then create rule 2. Country equal to, what is this, UK. Welcome to UK. Click on done. So the same thing you can follow for US and Canada as well. And not only for subject line, you can do it for the pre-header also by clicking on this standard symbol. Now come to preview and test. Now you can see this particular country is equal to India. So it is going subject line, welcome to India. So country equal to UK, it is showing welcome to UK in the subject line. And same for the India. And for USA, we haven't created any rule, right? So it is going to show you the
Okay.
default
Default one.
one.
Okay.
So in this way, you can personalize the subject line and pre-header and also the content inside the email.
Okay, Pratham.
So till now, any queries, guys, or let me go to the next.
Instead of creating the components like in a separate tab or in a separate folder, could you please go to the like before one window was there, right?
Okay, this
Like
one.
code snippet. No. The code snippet, the text component was there, right?
This one you are talking.
No, not this one. Just a
Oh,
second back.
got it. Yeah. Let me click on preview and test.
Yeah. So these are also the components, right? The code snippet, the HTML, the image block, the text. These are
Yeah,
the components, right?
yeah. Why we are going to save is in real time. We may use some reusable content blocks, right? So in other
Okay.
emails, if we can use any content blocks, it is better to save it,
Okay.
and we can
Okay.
simply
Okay.
drag and drop it.
Okay. Got it. Got it, Prithvi.
Yeah, we
Yes, you
can
can
make it
proceed.
as a
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any queries in this AMP script syntax guys?
AMP can be written only in the code snippet, or
You can write in HTML content block. Also, you can write in the free form also.
okay,
In any one of this, you can write it.
okay.
Yeah. So let me move to another topic. If you guys don't have any queries here until here. So let me explain you a scenario. Now client came to you. Client came to you and client is going to ask you in the email, I want to show the country of the particular subscriber, and also I want to show the city of the subscriber. Now, in your data extension, if you see, there is no any attribute called city. Now you have raised this query to the client that, hey man, in my data extension, I don't see this what you say, this attribute called city. How can I pull the city values into my email? Now client is saying you that for all the subscribers, city value is present in another data extension. Look up into that particular data extension and pull up the value of the city. So if you get into these type of scenarios, that if in your target data extension, if you don't have attribute values which you want to display and those values present in another data extension, then you are going to look up into those particular data extension. So let me explain you how it works in real time. Let me create another data extension. Let me copy this. So to create a data extension with the same data structure, just click on this copy button. This is the delete, this is the copy. So I'm going to duplicate this data extension. I'm going to clone it. So I'm going to name it as dynamic email underscore clone. So client has said to me that the city attributes present in this particular data extension. So just look up into this data extension and pull the value of city. Guys, how many minutes left? I think 4 minutes left. Let me refresh this page. So this is my data extension, dynamic email underscore clone, which I have duplicated from the dynamic email data extension. Now, as per the client requirement, the city attribute is present in this clone data extension. So here I'm going to create an attribute called city. Click on create as. Let me refresh the page. Click on data extensions. Dynamic email also clone. Let me click and create an attribute called city. So click on create attribute. Give the name of the attribute you want to create. Now here I'm going to add the records. So here I'm going to see what all are the required fields. So subscriber key is required because it is not a nullable. So I'm going to click on add record. So copy the name of the subscriber key from your target data extension, which is dynamic email underscore clone, and write it up here. And for this particular subscriber, give the name of the city where he is going to reside. Give the name of the city called Hyderabad. And let us create 5 more records for the remaining subscribers. Let me create for the remaining 2. Guys, I'm going to share you another invite. As only 1 minute left.
Okay, Prithvi.
Guys, is my screen visible?
Yes, Prithvi.
Yeah, let me add another 2 records. And it is the last one.
What if you add the subscriber key which is not present in the data extension, Prithvi?
If it is not present, the thing is you need to tie these 2 data extension with the help of any one common attribute, right? Without any one common attribute, you cannot tie 2 data extensions, right? If you don't,
Okay, so
your lookup functionality will not work.
okay.
So as per the use case, now client came to me that, hey Prithvi, dynamic email is your target data extension. All the subscribers in this data extensions are going to receive the email. But in your target data extension, there is no attribute called city. But all the subscriber city value is present in another data extension called dynamic email clone. So you do one thing. What I'm going to say is you with the help of this lookup, you tie up these 2 data extensions and show me the city value also by writing lookup condition. Now, all the subscribers present in my target data extension are also present in this clone data extension. So I want to tie these 2 data extension with the help of any one common attribute in between these 2. Common attribute may be email address, common attribute may be name, or common attribute may be subscriber key. So in my case, in these 2 data extension, the common attribute found is subscriber key. So I am going to tie these 2 data extension with this common attribute called subscriber key. And here I'm going to execute this lookup functionality in AMP script, Marketing Cloud has provided a function called lookup. So with the help of this lookup AMP script function, we are going to execute this. So let me copy the syntax from online. So this AMP script guide is an online portal where you are going to get the syntaxes of all these AMP script functions. So I'm going to share you this AMP script guide URL in the WhatsApp group after the class. So for our use case, we are going to use this AMP script function called lookup. So here you can see this is the syntax of lookup. So let me copy the syntax from here. I have copied this syntax. I have came to my email template. Now I am copying at this juncture. Now I want to show the city rate, city of all the subscribers in the email. So here I'm going to declare a variable called @city. And I'm copying the name of the variable And this is the syntax which we have took from the AMP script guide portal. So I'm going to change this syntax as per my requirement. So here I'm going to look up for this variable called city rate. So I'm going to replace this email address with city. And at this juncture, you can see the name of the AMP script function we are going to use, lookup. And at the first placeholder, you need to write the name of the data extension from where you are going to get the lookup values. So my lookup data extension is dynamic underscore email underscore clone. So I am going to look up into this data extension. Copy this and paste it out here. Here you need to write the name of the data extension where you are going to look up. And at the second placeholder, you need to write the name of the attribute which you are going to look up. So this is my data extension, and here I'm going to look up to an attribute called city. So copy the exact name of the attribute. Paste it down here. And at the third placeholder, you need to write the exact name of the attribute, which is common between your target data extension and lookup data extension, with the help of which you are going to tie up these two data extensions. So in my case, the common attribute is subscriber key. And in my data extension, someone is in the lobby. Let me check. Let me admit him. Sorry guys for the interruption. So is my screen visible right now?
Yeah, Prithvi.
Yeah. So as per the syntax, at the first placeholder, you need to write the name of the lookup data extension. So in my case, the lookup data extension name is dynamic email clone. And at the second placeholder, you need to write the name of the attribute which you want to display. So I want to display the attribute called city. Then write the name of the attribute which is common in between these two data extension. So in my clone data extension and my target data extension, the common attribute is the subscriber key. So copy the name of the subscriber key from your clone data extension and paste it out here. And at this, you need to write the name of the name of the variable in which the subscriber key value is stored. So that we haven't declared at the top. So for the subscriber key, I'm going to declare a variable called skey.
Could you please repeat it, Prithvi?
So the fourth one, right? So here you need to write the name of the attribute which is present in your clone data extension, which is common between the target and the lookup. And at the fourth place, you need to write the name of the variable in which this attribute is stored.
Okay.
So here I'm going to use the name of the variable called skey equal to attribute value. Here write the name of the attribute present in the target data extension. So here I have opened the target data extension. Copy the name, paste it down here. Copy the variable name, replace it here. So here you can see, I'm going to explain it again. So my use case is in my target data extension, I don't have this attribute called city. And client said me that this city attribute is present in another data extension called dynamic email clone. So now I'm going to look up into this data extension called dynamic email underscore clone. And I'm going to execute this lookup functionality by tying up two common attributes present in these two data extensions. So here you can see the common attribute is subscriber key and subscriber key. So if you see here I have written the lookup functionality set at the rate city equal to, here I'm going to write the lookup function, and here I'm going to look up into the name of the data extension where I have the city value. So the city value is present in this data extension called dynamic email clone. So I have written the name of the data extension here, and in the second placeholder, write the name of the attribute, which values you want to print in your email. So from this lookup data extension, obviously I want to print the values of the city. So the city attribute city attribute name in this lookup data extension is this one. So copy it and write it down here. And at the third placeholder, write the name of the attribute, which is common between the lookup and target data extension. So take the name of the attribute from your lookup data extension. So subscriber key is the common, right? So copy the name of the common attribute which you want to tie from the lookup data extension and paste it down here, and write the name of the variable of which these attribute values are present in your target data extension. So here I have declared it, set that it is equal to attribute value. Here you need to write the name of the attribute present in your target data extension. Here you need to write the name of the attribute present in the lookup data extension, and here you need to declare name of the attribute present in your target data extension and write, and you need to store it in a variable, and that variable name should be written right down here. So this is the flow for the lookup. Then we are going to print this lookup values in your email. So add this couple of breaks here. City equal to percentage equal to v at the rate city equal to percentile. Click on done editing, click on preview and test. So you can see Happy New Year USA. So sorry, here you can see city equal to New York. So for this particular subscriber, I'm copying the name of the subscriber key and come to the lookup data extension. So for the subscriber key is same. So yeah, there is some different. Yeah, here it is one is there. So for this particular subscriber, the city equal to New York. So it is printing the exact city value. Let me change it. Let me copy the subscriber key. And in the target data extension, obviously you don't see this attribute called city. Though we don't have the city attribute in your target data extension, we are printing the city because we have looked up into another data extension. So I have copied this subscriber key. So the subscriber key value in the target D is, sorry, lookup D is Ottawa. So you can see city equal to Ottawa. And this will be repeated for the remaining city equal to Mumbai, city equal to London, city equal to Hyderabad. So in this way, if you don't have the values in your target data extension, we can simply use this AMP script function called lookup, and you can fetch the values from another data extension.
And we're assuming that the clone data extension is not our job, right? Usually the client will get us that clone data extension.
Yeah, here we have written as clone. In your value as the
Mhm.
local point, you have some different names.
Okay,
So
okay. Because usually, like in user-based scenarios, we might have like a number of values for in the data extensions, right?
yes,
So, okay. So usually, like, it is not a job of one who works for this SFMC, right?
No, if you are going to work as a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to work on this data part, means creation of DEs, pulling the data into the data extraction. This is the role of the consultant. And
Okay.
email creation part is basically stick to the uh, people who has joined at the entry level,
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
like
Got
mid
it, Pratik.
level or entry level. All these guys are working on this creation of emails. And if you
Okay,
are
okay.
applied for a senior role, you should have the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge on AMP script. And the major thing you are going to do is you are going to pull the data, import the data, and segmentation of
Okay.
data. So all this stuff you need to do.
Okay, Prithvi.
So
Thank you.
in many cases, email creation is done by the junior developers.
Okay, okay.
And as a senior developer, we need to work on the data part. And we need to support those people on working on email. So if they are facing any issues on this AMP script, we need to help them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it, Prithvi.
Guys, any queries until here? Guys, any queries in yesterday's class? Anyone?
Not much, Prithvi, but it is my perspective. Like, I feel very comfortable when you take the classes. So I just felt some confusion in yesterday's classes, but it's okay. But
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yesterday I was out for some emergency.
okay, okay, no problem,
I
no
will be
problem.
continuing the classes.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, let us continue our class again from Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to my office. So I will be back on Friday and we will continue for next 5 days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday.
Sure, Prithvi.
And we will take off on Wednesday and Thursday. Is it okay, guys? So every week we will take session from
Yes, yes, Prithvi.
Tuesday and we will keep off on Wednesday and Thursday. Those days I will be attending my office.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I will share the notes in the WhatsApp group. Please reach out to me if you have any queries.
sure, Prithvi. Thank you.
Thanks, Pratik.
Thanks.
Thank you, Prithvi.